Hey, good evening. Okay. Good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Welcome to yet another edition of Good Evening Millionaire. My name is Amma Nancy. I go by AmmaTheCPA because I'm a registered, licensed, certified public accountant from Chicago, Illinois. And yes, totally still wearing the turtleneck on April 9th, right? That's what happens when you live in the windy city. Okay, it literally snowed this morning where I had to clean off my car. I couldn't even believe it. Okay, so good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. We're actually going to dive right into this because I have 6 tips. Most of the times I have 5. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. Welcome to yet another edition, right? Each one teach one, we can change the world. So it's not important to me where you make your money, how you make your money, what type of living you are using to make your money, right? It's important to me what you want to do with it, and that is your life, millionaire. So I'm always here to help, so feel free to reach out to me if you guys have any types of questions. If I don't get back to you right away, charge it to my head, not my heart. Okay. Wrapping up this tax season has been kind of crazy and all that good stuff, but I definitely will get back to you. I don't think I have anything outstanding, but let me know. Okay, so good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. Please make sure that you share the broadcast. Sharing is caring. So make sure you share the broadcast not only on your personal page, but also in different groups that you are in. And also greet your fellow millionaires, right? By good evening, millionaire. Put that in the comments and let us know where you are calling in from. A couple of things real quick before we get started. This month we are celebrating single moms. Believe it or not, because I talk about both my parents so much and I love them both dearly, and they are like the best parents in the world, right? A lot of people don't even realize that I grew up in a single family home. My mom is a single mom. My dad remarried and all that good stuff. So this month we are celebrating all the single mothers that are just like my mom and amazing, right? So if you are a single mom and you're interested in credit repair, definitely reach out to me. I'll probably make a post a little bit later, but let me know, right? Because we're running a promotion for single mothers. Okay, so just, celebrating you guys because you rock, right? So good evening, millionaire. Make sure that you guys put in the comments. If somebody could put that in the comments for me, that would be awesome, right? Single mom credit repair celebration. I don't know, single mom discount month, something like that. And put that in the comments for me and all the single moms. And make sure that if you know any single moms, you definitely tell them to reach out to me, okay? So we can get them straight, right? Because they are literally raising the leaders of the future. Okay, so good evening, millionaires. Good evening, millionaires. We're going to go ahead and get started. Please make sure that you guys give us some shares and put in the comments, good evening, millionaires. Let us know where you're calling in from. So tonight, what we're talking about is the top 6 credit mistakes that people make when they are paying off their debt. Okay, a lot of times, especially when it comes to like paying off your debt, you're like, man, I got to get rid of this debt, but at the same time, I want to work on my credit and stuff like that. And so a lot of times you don't realize the mistakes that you're making by not following the proper channels, right? And so this is what I want to give you tonight, the top 6 mistakes, okay? Top 6. So I just put top on my paper. I like to go back to my notes and, who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll write one of these, big books, and then it'll be like, debt, credit, blah, 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 like that. One of these days, who knows? All right, so give me a number 1 and a share. Give me a number 1 and a share. So put a number 1 in the comments and share the broadcast, millionaires, okay? So the first big mistake that people make is when they are paying off their debt and simultaneously working on their credit, they forget to include necessary categories in their budget. Okay, necessary categories like like car repairs, emergencies and stuff like that. That's like the worst thing that you can do, millionaires, because when it comes time for you working on your stuff, you're working on your credit, you're working on your debt, and now you have some big emergency that knocks you off your course, and now you're all messed up and you can't get back on track, right? So you want to make sure that when you have your plan to pay off your debt and you say like, man, I'm getting this extra money, I'm going to put, 1K towards this or another 1K towards that. And then after that, I'm going to be paying, whatever method you're using. And definitely reach out to me because, of course, I have all types of systems and strategies and software to help, right, with different things like that. So definitely if you feel like you need that, then definitely reach out to me. But that's the first thing, okay? And these aren't in any particular order like that, but these are just the top 6, okay? So they're kind of all equally rated. Okay, so that's the first one, is forgetting to include necessary categories into your budget, because as soon as some type of emergency comes along, it will knock you off and completely mess you up, okay? So give me a number 2 and a share. Put a number 2 in the comments and give me a share. Good evening, millionaires. Put a number 2. Make sure you share it on your personal page as well as in different groups that you're in. Okay, so make sure you share the broadcast. Oh, you know what? I'm going to post on my page for everybody that's in Chicago. It's a really big job fair, for everybody. It's going to be at Olive Harvey College. I'll make sure that I post it on my page for all my people in Chicago, okay? It's going to be a huge, huge job fair. Let me see. I'll post it, but phone is way slower than I thought. But I'll get you guys the date, and then I'll make sure that I post it after this. Okay, so number 2. Number 2 is keep charging on your credit card. Okay, so that's number 2. So make sure that you guys put a number 2 in the comments and give me a share. So listen, millionaires, this directly goes to how we were talking about with number 1, right? You don't include necessary categories for like emergencies and stuff like that. So then what happens is something comes up. Now you paid off all this credit card debt, but now you don't have any money to cover emergencies. So then you end up putting it right back on your credit card. Your transmission goes out. How are you going to cover it? Now you put it back in your credit card. So what you want to do in this case is also, so if for number 1, you want to not only make sure that you put in your budget different expenses for, emergencies, but you want to make sure that you don't spend that money if the emergency doesn't present itself. Then you want to put it up and save it and use it for, just keep it for the future. You can never, I won't say never, but like just get in the habit of like saving your money, especially for emergencies, okay? It's so, so important, millionaires. It is so, so important. So give me a number 3 and a share. Put a number 3 in the comments and give us a share. Good evening, millionaires. Okay, so number 3, not reducing or changing your lifestyle, okay? So what happens is a lot of times, it's very difficult to, like, out of nowhere save money. Like, sometimes I tell people, this is what you need to do to save, et cetera, and they look at me like I'm crazy because they don't see where the money is coming from. They are like, I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. How in the world am I going to save an extra $50, an extra $100? How am I going to get out of debt and apply an extra $50, $100 towards debt, right? So this is how, because you have to change your lifestyle in some type of way. We always talk about things like the latte factor, and stuff like that. A lot of times we are literally getting nickel and dime to death, and we don't realize where it's coming from. So what you have to do to figure that out is go through, so I have a video on that. Definitely scroll back through my page or check out my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. It's AmmaTheCPA, right? All one word, okay? AmmaTheCPA. Somebody put that in the comments for me, please. That would be awesome. But you want to make sure that you change your lifestyle or reduce something. I don't care if it's like your groceries. Just a moment of transparency. The other day, I was talking to my brother, and he was telling me, like, how much. Now, my brother has, like, he, his wife, and four kids that live in the house, okay? So a family of 6. And they told me how much they were spending on groceries every week. And then I looked at my grocery bill. I'm like, now why am I spending half of what they spend for just me, right? And so I had to really look at, like, what am I buying? It's like ridiculous, and I don't know why I shop like that. Okay, you would swear, and my mom actually teases me about it, but you would swear that I was like a part of the Great Depression, because I'm like, I'm stocking stuff like a crazy person. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's just how I feel comfortable. But, I have to adjust. So you have to figure out where it is that you're spending a lot of money and adjust it, okay? Oh, I pulled it up so the job fair is tomorrow at Olive Harvey from 11:30 to 12 to 2:30. I'm going to make sure that I post that if you're in Chicago, okay? So that was number 3. Now, number 4, give me a number 4 and a share. Give me a number 4 and a share. Good evening, millionaires. Okay, and happy Monday, okay? Starting out the new week with a bang. So number 4 is not having a plan to attack your debt. Now, a lot of times people say, like, oh, I'm going to just pay a lot. I'm going to just give extra, and it's like, okay. Yeah, you can say that. That's just like saying I'm going to lose weight, right? What's your plan? With everything, you need a plan. And literally, millionaires, like, again, being transparent. I'm really focusing on, like, practicing what I preach. So I'm working on losing weight. So you always want to have a plan. You can't just say I'm losing weight. You can't just say I'm paying off debt. How much are you going to pay every single month, and make sure that you stick to that plan. And again, I have all types of softwares and systems and strategies, like, if you guys need it, but just let me know. But you want to make sure that you have a plan and you stick to that plan, because if you don't stick to the plan, that's when you say, like, oh, I was doing really good. I was doing really good, but then, and blah, blah, blah. So you want to make sure that you stick to your plan. Okay, give me a number 5 and a share. Give me a number 5. So put a number 5 in the comments and make sure that you share the broadcast. Number 5 in the comments. Not looking into earning extra income. Now, listen, millionaires, it's so many different ways out there that you can earn extra income. I personally, I'm always looking for people to work with, people that are motivated and really just out here trying to get it. I'm always, looking for affiliate marketers to help me spread financial literacy throughout the nation. But if that's not your thing, you always want to be looking into some type of way that you can be earning some extra money when you're trying to get out of debt. Even if it's working extra hours on your job, just being honest, right? Or if it's something that you're doing outside of work, okay? You just want to be really looking into it and be very, very serious about getting out of debt. And not complacent with just feeling like, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is just how it is. And stuff like that. A lot of times that's how people are. And you look up and you're just in debt way longer than you anticipated. So what you want to remember is that when you're in debt, your interest rate, check out the video that I did last Friday going over how bad credit really affects you. And don't even look at it from the perspective of bad credit, but look at it from the perspective of your interest rate and it's compounding and it's charging you every single month. So you end up paying double and triple and quadruple for what, if not more, okay, for what it is that you bought. A lot of times, like, you literally will see people that are, went to college in their 20s and they're still paying off their debt in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s. And you are like, how in the world? You are not a doctor, right? You are not a doctor. Why do you have so much student loans, right? Why do you have and it's like, because interest compounds. And if you don't know about compounding interest, definitely check out the video that I did on Friday, and it kind of goes over that. But you want to look into that because you really want to get out of debt sooner rather than later, because you don't want to be paying on your debt the rest of your life. It literally holds you in bondage. And these are the top mistakes that people make when paying off their debt, and it's directly related to their credit. Okay, millionaires, it's directly related to your credit. So last and definitely not least, give me a number 6 and a share. Give me a number 6 and a share, millionaires. And let me see. I ain't even checked to make sure you guys are sharing. Now it's almost over. But put a number 6 in the comments and give me a share. Put a number 6 in the comments and give me a share. Okay, number 6 is neglecting to address the root cause of the problem. Now, millionaires, believe it or not, you don't have to be in debt. Everybody is not in debt, right? So when I say the root cause of the problem, you want to see what caused you to be in debt in the first place. Like, did you lose your job? Did you lose your job? Was it some type of unexpected expense that happened that made you like spiral out of control or something like that? You want to make sure like what it is. I got so worried because I thought that I wasn't even live all this time. That would have been very upsetting. Right, so you want to make sure that you can address the root cause of the problem. A lot of times it's like some unexpected bill. Like maybe you were in, God forbid, you were in a car accident, but thank God you made it. And you have all these medical bills that you're trying to cover. Or you were in the car accident and you had to miss work, plus you got the medical bills. Maybe you lost your job and you were out of work for 2 months, but you want to identify what it is. Or maybe you went through like a bit of, some type of depression or midlife crisis. It happens more often than you would think, millionaires, to where you were like constantly spending and spending and spending, something like that. So you want to make sure that you address whatever the root cause of the problem is, because you don't want it to repeat itself. Okay, millionaires, so I hope that is helpful. Those are the top 6 mistakes that people make when it comes to paying off their debt related to their credit. The top 6 credit mistakes that people make when it comes to paying off their debt. So millionaires, make sure that you share the broadcast, and don't forget, any single moms that are interested in working on their finances, definitely tell them to reach out to me. Okay, we're having a promotion for this month only for all of our amazing single moms. So let's go ahead and get out of here. I will see you beautiful millionaires tomorrow. Each one teach one. We can totally change the world. So please make sure that you share the broadcast. Sharing is caring. Oh, also, before we get out of here, make sure that you guys join Dear Millionaires. Somebody could put that in the comments for me. That would be awesome. I would totally appreciate it. Some of my millionaire-minded family, put in the comments how they can join Dear Millionaire, right? And make sure that you guys check out AmmaTheCPA.com as well, because on there you can request a free financial consultation, right? That's for everybody. You can request a consultation with me and set up an appointment. And you also can subscribe to a free video series that I have on increasing your cash flow, unlike any of these videos on here. Okay, millionaires. So each one teach one, we can change the world. I will see you beautiful millionaires tomorrow, where we are talking about the top reasons that people remain broke. Okay, some people are like, why am I always so broke? I go to work every day. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. Good evening, millionaires. Have an amazing, amazing evening.